Hector Trevino,
Here.
Mario Guajardo,
Here.
Aaron Garza,
Here.
Isaac Smith, Alma Caso, Juan Garcia, Ben Cantu, Rudy Beltran,
Here.
Bobby Carrillo.
Any action on excusing any members?
I make a motion that we excuse the members that are either underway or that are absent today.
Can I get a second?
Yes, I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Members excused. Number two, administrative, letter A, approval of minutes of August 18, 2021, regular called meeting.
I make a motion we approve the minutes.
A second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Letter B, a status report, fall recreation, athletics, aquatics, and after-school programs. Sarah.
Hi, good evening. For the record, Sarah Guetta, I'm the recreation supervisor. Let me see.
We're gonna do a quick PowerPoint, that way y'all can kind of visual.
Okay, so for our summer recreations, pretty much, I had 13 recreation programs going on. We had 2 different sessions. Session 1 went through the month of June. We had about 279 participants throughout our whole 13 programs. Session 2 went from July to August, like the first week of August, and that one we had 353 participants. So we did have a good summer altogether. Our theater was our main one. Normally we do a production show, a children's show. This year was a little different. We had it at our new facility, so it was more like a Broadway concert. We had it the 5th, 6th, and the 7th of August. Every night we had maybe approximately over about 250 tickets sold at the door. So it was a good success. Hopefully next year, be a little bit bigger and more props, and it'll be like a children's show that we can get a little bit more room for it. And for the fall, I have 7 recreation programs going. As of Monday, I had 108. Right before I came, I checked, and we had about 143 participants in the fall. So classes did start this past Monday. They go 8 weeks, and we plan on having our recital on November the 19th. That's a Friday. So it's the Friday right before Thanksgiving break. And then we also have pickleball. We've had pickleball going on for a couple of years now. Pickleball is done at the DRC in South Pharr. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have it from 4:30 to 7:30. And then on Fridays, our beginners class, it's from 6 to 8. And then Saturdays and Sundays, they have open play from 1 to 4. So if y'all want to go out and try pickleball, y'all are more than welcome. It's getting busy for them because of the Winter Texans. So it's a pretty good sport. And that's it for recreation. Any questions for me?
Yeah, I do. Real quick, first of all, I heard the play that y'all had there at Pepe Salinas was awesome. I mean, I couldn't make it, but everyone else that I asked, they were all, I mean,
Thank you.
they really loved it.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I know that staff did an excellent job, but my question is, you mentioned a bigger facility. Is it with the district, with the
Well,
school
we
district?
used to use the districts a couple of years past, but this past year, because of the pandemic, we weren't able to use one. So we used our new facility just to kind of also, to show, and it's not as much space as a
Yeah.
school auditorium has, but I think they did just as good as.
Well, and I think it was a little bit more cozier and more
Cozier,
personal,
right.
and I think you all did a great job. I mean,
Thank
just
you.
using the facility that way. The programs that you have in the fall, some of them are what though? Because
We have dance, ballet, cheer and tumbling. We have the taekwondo, advanced, intermediate, and beginners. We have archery this past coming fall because we had it in the summer, so a lot of requested it to come back. So we kept archery and arts and crafts.
wow, and that's the 143 participants so far.
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
Mhm.
I mean, no, just that's it. I mean, I think y'all are doing a great job in
Thank
spite
you.
of the situation that we're in
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
I give raw heads off to my part-time staff. They're the ones that pretty much, they're great. I have a good,
Well,
group
keep
of
up the great
kids.
work. Thank you.
thank you.
Good evening, Jennifer Martinez, Athletic Supervisor. In the summer, we usually, we usually hold baseball during March, but we started a little bit later this year. We started in June and it ran through July. We had a total of 27 teams in baseball and 11 teams in softball. And happy to say that we used no staff for coaching this year. That's the first time we've never used staff. And then right now, we're currently registering for volleyball. The deadline is this Friday. We did extend it an additional week because our numbers were kind of low. But as of right now, we're at about 20 teams. And then we're registering for winter baseball. That'll start, we started registering on Monday, the 13th. The deadline is on the 13th of October. And that's pretty much all I have right now. Any questions?
There's no football.
The guys are
Oh,
doing.
that's someone else.
Yeah,
Sorry, don't look at me.
Those are
I know. I'm sorry.
those are my
I was like- No, I gotta say something, and I think the city or you all did a great job. I would ride the hike and bike, and I asked Sergio during the summer. I was like, "Hey, are we hosting a tournament or what's going on?" And he says, "No, it's just a regular day," and that's how much people wanted to get out. And I think, in spite of being what was going on with COVID and stuff, I mean, that park was full.
Yes.
I thought it was a concert for a minute there. There was nowhere to park.
No, it's
That's how
crazy.
packed it got. And there's plenty of parking on the north side and then more parking on the south side. And it was all full. So, I mean, baseball, softball, they were there. I mean, and that's good that we didn't have to use staff to coach.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully that continues.
Continues, yes.
Is there anything that we can help with as far as, I mean, or do you have any concerns?
You can volunteer, coach.
To coach.
You can help us? We're always
No.
looking for volunteer coaches.
Well, I'll send out the message. But no, I mean, it was awesome seeing all those cars. I really thought something was going on that, I mean, I had never seen it that packed. So that's a good thing. I guess it just goes to show you that the community was ready to
Ready.
come out.
Yes.
So that's good. And we have fall baseball and softball.
We're gonna have fall baseball, and it's gonna be for 8 and under only
Okay.
because of the participation, because they're doing football and other sports. So usually the 4U, 6U, and 8U is where the participation is more.
That's good. And 20 teams for volleyball.
It'll probably be about 25 total by
And-
the end of
and that
Friday.
leads me to my last question. Facilities where they practice or where they're going to play.
They're going to be practicing at their school with their coach or a volunteer coach that we assign, and then we'll be playing at the middle schools.
Awesome. Great. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
Coach, going back to your your question, the biggest challenge for us is the coaching. So if you guys can get the word out, we need
Definitely.
volunteer coaches for volleyball, basketball, football, soccer, flag, baseball, everything. So, yeah. I mean, we that's probably, it's always the biggest challenge every year, but more so this year. If you guys have friends or family that want to coach, Alma knows a lot of coaches. Maybe you can send them our way. They're just not going to get paid over here.
I was going to ask, have you all ever considered a position of just a group of coaches?
It was discussed a few years ago. Some kind of like I guess a co-op thing with UTRGV. It's just a lot. I mean,
What
just
about a per diem or something for staff?
a what?
A per diem or something, extra benefit?
Yeah,
for
I mean,
the-
that's what we've been,
the employees.
they have to pick up the slack. So Jen and the guys always schedule part-timers, and that's the way they get hours. So that's their incentive. They're getting paid. We just prefer not to, because obviously we charge what we charge for the sports just to offset costs for the uniforms and officials. And then we start paying staff, the sport gets a little bit pricey. But
What is the cost per?
it just depends. We do
Per team,
programs are
or-
$35, but like our sports, we do football, baseball, soccer, we do 40, 50. It depends what sport it is. And then you got it's probably $10 more for the non-resident fee. But yeah, the biggest challenge is always coaches. So we do have staff fill in most of the time. They have their part-time staff out there, and somebody that doesn't know anything about the baseball, they learn really quick. So, and they try to kind of start it off, hoping that a parent picks it up. We try to launch let's get the gear out there and let's get the teams practicing. Hopefully mom or dad or somebody will pick it up. Yeah, it's just real hard. We tried with the schools, and it's just a lot. Like the baseball season, I think we get, how many teams do we get for T-ball? And it's a ton. We get 70 or 80 teams. So I mean, it's a lot of people you'd have to hire. And
Have you ever thought of maybe bartering the initiation fee for the player with the parents?
Yes, we used to do that. Yeah, we used to do
Get
that.
them to coach, and
Right.
then your kid plays for free.
Yeah. So we did do that. They have done that, and then you run into some of the little challenges where the coach has triplets, and you got to waive 3 or 4 fees. So it's you coach and you get 1 fee waived. But yeah, no, we did talk about that actually last week. So we we'll probably move in that direction for our next sports.
What,
But definitely
I'm
that's
sorry,
something.
what about equipment, as far as somebody asked me, hey, I want to volunteer to coach or whatever, what do they do about equipment? Do they have to provide it, or?
No, we provide everything.
Okay.
We provide everything. The uniforms are included with a registration fee, and coaches are all provided with.
Well, I was referring to, like, maybe, let's say, I get a volunteer that wants to coach, like extra baseballs, I don't know, gloves.
Yeah,
or-
it's just communicating with staff. Hey,
Okay.
can we get an extra box or whatever?
Okay.
Helmets, bats,
Okay.
pads, everything. We provide everything for
It's
our
just
coaches.
a random idea. What about going to a business and offering to maybe allow them to advertise their business at the baseball field or the football field or wherever, and then appoint somebody from their business to be the coach of the team for the season, a manager or somebody, assistant manager of the business.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We
just
can explore
Throw
that.
that, and then, you get to put your business name out there at the field.
What
Yeah.
about
For free.
community hours? Or would they count
Well,
community hours?
all the coaches have to go through a background. Unfortunately, not everybody who applies to be a coach gets, to be a coach, just because it has to go through HR, through our HR department. And obviously the background's a big deal. So, I mean, I don't even know what the percentage is. It might be, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 people might get approved to be a coach. So yeah, it's the ones doing some of the younger ones and stuff, community. I mean, yeah, we get volunteers, but there's some that get appointed by the court, and it's not that easy.
What's the commitment for the volunteer coach? Is it one practice day and then game day, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the season, a couple of practices. Once the season starts, not a whole lot of practicing. You got 2 games a week. They just don't have time to practice in between games. You get, so just depends the season. I think what are y'all doing for tackle flag? 7 games maybe. So you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So it's just your game nights really. But they do have to group text with mom and with the parents, and for all that stuff. So it's a good 5-6 week commitment for the most part from start to finish. We provide the training for them too. If they've never been a coach, we have these clinics and stuff for them. So we try to provide everything possible. So we want people to come out. But yeah, no, the first sponsor can be Plaza Sports in the outfield, and one of the baseball, and Alma can coach.
For the record, Roel Hinojosa, athletic supervisor. So I'm going to talk about soccer first, and then we'll move over to football. During the summer, we had 2 summer soccer camps. We had them at our new facility, the Pharr North Sportsplex, formerly known as Golazo. It was great. We had both camps were maxed out. We did set a limit of 40, and we actually overbooked. That's how much of a response we had. Then we also offered the first ever youth summer kickball camp. It was completely free. We had 55 participants, and it was great. We just worked on fundamentals, see if there's, I guess, would be an interest in kickball, and clearly there was. So that's something that we might even explore, offer it either camp wise or maybe league wise. And then right now, since football, we just finalized registration this Friday. We are already preparing to register for our youth boys soccer season. It's coming up in the fall, and we'll start registering for that pretty soon. And that's going to be the inauguration sport for the Sportsplex, where we'll use the soccer fields. Then on tackle football, we have 4 teams right now in 4th and 5th grade, and we currently finalizing the 6th grade team because we're looking at maybe 3 or 4 teams there. Every team averages about 20, 25 players. We are currently looking to start the season on October 11th, and the Super Bowl will be on the first week of December. So all the coaches already, all the teams already have coaches. So we haven't even ordered uniforms or anything, but we already have coaches, and it lasts from here all the way to December.
Great.
Any questions?
What is the facility called now?
The Pharr North Sportsplex.
I have a question. Parking, is that an issue? I remember because you all took me over there because I wanted to see it, and first of all, it's an awesome facility. I mean, the capabilities are wow. Parking, was that an issue during the soccer camps?
No, because since we're still doing the first protocols, it was still very still this is the summer. So parents at first weren't allowed, then they were, but it was more they would just drop off their kids and kind of just wait there. But there was actually more than enough parking, and everybody that just waited in their cars there was plenty of room for everything. So
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, we haven't had an event there. I don't know how it used to look before when they had
I think only
events.
on tournaments it would get really crowded, but just
Yeah.
regular league games, I don't think we should face overcrowdedness.
No, that's good. I mean, because I mean, it's out there, and I was thinking maybe people were parking in the neighborhoods, but then there's also a school next door, Idea, right, which is right there. I don't know if they have a parking space close enough to where people can just walk, but I guess
Yeah.
we'll worry about that if it does happen.
Yes. We'll
But-
find out pretty soon.
No, that's great. No, that was it.
Okay. Thank you.
How you doing, guys? My name is Sean Martin. So I'm going to be talking about the summer programs that we had. This summer we had the boys and girls 5 through 8-year-old summer camp. It went pretty well. We had it down at the DRC. We had anywhere from 30 to 40 participants in both camps, one in June, one in July. We also had our first men's and women's high school basketball league. I know I talked about that in the last meeting we had. We had about 20 teams throughout the valley for the boys that signed up, 12 participants per team. And we had 8 teams for the women, for the girls league, about 12 participants per team. That went really well. They really enjoyed it. The coaches called me saying, hopefully we have it again next summer, which I'm pretty sure we are. We're planning on it. And right now we're currently registering for flag football. We're registering till the end of this week. Friday's the last day. Right now in the 5 and 6-year-old division, we have about maybe 30 kids signed up. 2nd grade, 30 kids. 3rd grade, about 60. And 4th grade, about 30. So what we're going to do is we're going to coincide with San Juan because their numbers are kind of low as well. That we can have a good season going with for each grade division. And should have about maybe I think we're going to merge 2nd and 3rd grade division together. So we should have anywhere from 12 to 15 teams. signed up. And 5 and 6-year-old division, we should have probably about 8 to 10, and the same in the 4th grade division. And all these games will be played at the our new sports complex, the outside field. We're going to be we have enough room to paint 3 fields going north and south. That we'll have 3 games going at the same time. So we're planning on 9 games a night, more or less. For Monday, we're going to be playing Monday through Thursday on that. And following the flag football, we're going to start registering for girls basketball. That starts October 4th. And we're hoping to start the flag football season hopefully by October 11th. God willing, all the uniforms come in on time and all that.
When you say girls basketball, what age group is that?
Age group girls basketball, it's same 5 and 6-year-old all the way to 6th grade.
And on flag football, how many players per team?
In flag football,
Yeah.
it's on the field, 5
Yeah.
players can play on the
So
field. per
everybody
team.
gets to
Yeah, so
play.
usually about 7 or 8 kids per team, more or less.
How long is the game?
The game lasts about 40, 45 minutes, I want to say.
Okay.
Not very long.
Well, sounds outstanding. What you're doing.
Yeah, so right now the uniforms are, obviously we can't order them 6 months ago because kids aren't registered, you don't have sizes, but everything's backed up. Jerseys, a lot of the vendors are struggling with all kinds of shirts and jerseys and everything. So we're gonna get them as soon as possible. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's a nationwide problem, but yeah, it's an issue. I think we're waiting. We already have like 11 months waiting on a tractor because just everything's just really backed up for just random stuff. But yeah,
The time for these games,
Mhm.
they're gonna start roughly.
I'm thinking 6 p.m. That way it
6.
gives parents time, that parents will get out at 5 p.m. to get to the game on time to be able to see the kids play. A lot of times, if we have them at 5, one parent will be able to take it, the other parent's going to miss half of the game, and that's one thing that we really don't want. We want to be able to make sure both parents are there with their kids.
No, that's good. And the lights being there, that definitely
Yeah.
helps
Oh,
also,
definitely.
so it can cool off. No, that was it.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you. No,
Thank you.
Great.
Busy fall.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, my name is Adam Diaz. I'm the aquatics guy. So from June through August, we had roughly over 20,000 people enter our facility, and I think that's a fantastic deal, which meant 20,000 people showed up to our facility, 20,000 people left without drowning, and that's our number one rule is no drowning. That's our motto. That's our everything there. So I was really excited about that.
Adam, real quick.
Yes, sir.
That's not the facility that they were in, right?
Yeah. No. No. That's our new pool.
Yes.
That's our
I
new
was
pool. That's our new
just making it clear, though.
Yes. That's a picture of our new pool. So public-wise, as far as when I say public-wise, that's the people that come into our splash pad, our water park, our slides. We had roughly like 17,000 people come in. Swim lessons, we had about 140 kids / adults that participated in our programs. Now it's June through July. We got a lot of calls. Hey, what about in August? Well, a lot of our lifeguards go back to school. So our busy months is just June and July. We also had Aqua Zumba, June through August. Right now, we have about 35 participants. In the summertime, we had about 50. It was packed, and even Elva participated there for the Aqua Zumba. Lap swimming, we were the only city that was open during the pandemic, and I'm proud to say that we kept everybody and everything, clear, clean and safe for everybody. We're averaging about 30 people per day. And that's we open the pool at 5 o'clock in the morning until 7, and then we do 12 to 2, and then 5 to 10. Right now, people are just coming in, whenever they want, and people are sharing lanes right now, and so it's safe, still enjoyable, and there's a lot of people using our pools right now. We are hiring for our new pool, so that is a picture of our new pool. I couldn't get in to take more pictures because they didn't let me, but that's the outside. I'm really excited about the opportunities that we're going to have with this new pool. Once we do get in, I'm sure y'all will go and we'll show you the pool and kind of tell you our ideas that we have in there. But this is a picture of our pool that I'm hoping by October. I'm hoping October is when they're supposed to be done. This is our new water, sorry, our new splash pad that's located on Joan Box. That it's done. It's just that we're waiting to see. We're going to add a black fencing like our old, like the one on Arnold.
Mhm.
It's going to be a decorative fencing, and we went through the training already. It's great. It's got new features, a couple of extra features from the old one that we have. It's a nice.
Does that have a timer, or
Yes.
how does it run?
Yes, yeah, everything's through a timer. Yes. Mhm.
But it's
It's
not.
got that. I wish I had a little laser thing. But on the right hand side, it's like a yellow pole that's
Yes.
sticking out. Okay, so that's the sensor. So you hit it on top, it'll go off for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then it'll turn everything off. And that's what they're made for. It's made for the kids to be active, to hit it, get wet, it stops, go back, hit it, come back. And so that's what these splash pads are made for, is for activity for the kids to be moving around throughout the area.
Any canopies? Like
I believe that's the
Yeah,
plan.
that's what, this is like the first part of it. So the splash pad is done. Now we're going to put some lights in, canopies, benches, fencing. We got to fence this up. So a couple more weeks and then we'll do a ribbon cutting out there.
This was one of the things that when I first came in, Sergio and Isaac really wanted a new signage in our facility. So we got these signs that Pharr Aquatics Center at night, it lights up. We named our slides this year, and that's pretty much what those signs are for. It kind of shows you where the slides are at, and I think it adds just another part to that facility. It's a great facility. It's got awesome slides, and we're just adding little things. I think we're going to add a couple more other signs to the facility, but these are some of the new signages that we have this year. So I took a picture of the buckets there, those yellow buckets. They've been there for, well, I mean, it's going on 10 years now. And so we're in the mix of purchasing those blue buckets right there on the bottom side. We're going to get 2 of them, and the cost of those are $10,000 for the 2 buckets. The 2 buckets that are there right now, they're not spinning anymore. I think they had like these springs that allowed it to spin where they're broken, and there's not a company out there that carries these springs, not even the company itself. So we are purchasing those new buckets, and the great thing is that the way the man explained it is that they can put y'all's pictures on the buckets if y'all want, or the city logo, whatever, whichever one y'all want. But that's the beauty part of it, is that you can put the logo, or the city logo, or whatever picture you want on the buckets, and it's gonna look sharp and it's gonna look awesome. The picture on the right is we also purchased a new stereo system, new speakers that should be coming very, very soon. I believe it's Melhart that's doing the project. They're just waiting on a couple more speakers to come in, and then they're going to come in and they're going to install everything at once. Some of the stuff that we have right now, it's not working, but it's going to sound awesome. It's going to sound fantastic, and so we're really excited about the new stereo system, the new buckets, and the signage that we have. Okay. And again, we're also hiring lifeguards for the new facility. So if you all have students, children, please come see Elva, and she'll get them an application. You can apply online. Any questions? Yes.
When was the facility open again?
Well, we're hoping in October, the end of
No,
October.
We were closed for COVID, right? During the pandemic?
No,
It was open
No.
the entire
No,
Last year was closed.
right?
Yeah.
oh,
And then
for,
open-
yes, for the slides and stuff, yes, but not lap swimming.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. How is the maintenance being run? We just had heard some, I don't want to say complaints, but just about making sure that the facility is being taken care of, cleaned. How often are we doing the maintenance?
As far as like the maintenance, like vacuuming and the chemicals and
Mhm.
all that, well, we got brand new system. We got a brand new chemical feeders. The old stuff wasn't working anymore, so that was one of the things that several things that I changed there. Where we got brand new controllers, brand new chemical feeders have been feeding. The pools have never looked as good as they've been. I mean, we had zero problems this summer. They were blue. They stayed blue. They stayed chlorinated. And so, yeah, I mean, we didn't have a problem with any kind of, anybody getting sick or anything like that. So, yeah.
I don't know if you can answer this question, but maybe Sergio, is this the facility that is with the school district currently?
The aquatic center, yeah. Yeah, it was from 20, I think they started construction in 2011, opened in 4th of July, 2012. It was a 50-50 partnership with
So,
KID.
and that's where it's at right now?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was asking, the reason I was asking because of, like you're saying, the maintenance of it, when the freeze came in, it just messed everything up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember going over there and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But I mean, to what it looked then to what it looks now, I mean, y'all have done a great job cleaning it up and bringing it up to high standards. And that's great to see. I just hope that we don't have problems with the hiring of lifeguards, because I mean, at this point, I think everybody's I guess like the students go back to college and stuff, and back to school, so it's kind of difficult, but hopefully we won't run into that problem too
Yeah.
much.
No, I think with this new facility, I think it's going to open up the doors for kids from Edinburgh, McAllen, and they're going to see it and they're going to want to work there. I think it's a huge place. It's a beautiful place, and I think it's going to open doors for not just Pharr people, but other people that want to work. So
No, definitely.
Yeah, I budgeted for 2 extra pool managers, and I think it was like 30 seasonal guards. Yeah, just because of the hours of the new facility that we're gonna have. So now we're up to 3 full-time pool managers. So I don't have them rotating at both facilities.
That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
My name is Sarah Canizales. I'm the after school program supervisor. This will be the 3rd year that we host the Pharr after school program at those 12 Pharr elementary schools. We do host it from 4 to 6, Monday through Friday, and we do charge $50 per semester. As of right now, we have 230 students enrolled, and we did start on September 6th. We do anticipate more of a greater enrollment as the year goes on. We are also social distancing and wearing masks, and we're cleaning as much as we can. We provided them with cleaning supplies and everything that they need for this to keep it safe.
Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday, yes. So when the students get released from school, they go straight to our staff at the schools. Do you guys have any
What
questions?
activities are they doing during those 2 hours?
I'm sorry?
What activities are they doing?
So a lot of the principals have provided us with barriers, like those clear, barriers. So as they're doing homework, they do homework, so they stay within those barriers. And then well, my staff have found games, social distancing games, so that's what they're mostly doing. I'm not really sure they did the research, but they're trying to separate the kids and um, trying not to keep them close, I guess. But they do homework, coloring contests and stuff like that.
No meals, right?
Yes,
The-
yeah, the school provides meals. Any other questions?
Well, not a question, but a comment. I know that there's a lot of parents that were happy to see this program continue because it's a big relief not having to worry about going and picking up their kids right after school. And the way traffic is right now, it's like ridiculous. So I think they would rather wait till 6 o'clock to go pick them up and not have to rush. But it's definitely a very good program, and I know there's a lot of teachers and parents, like I said, that are very happy with this program. So keep up the great work.
Cool, thank you. Any other questions?
We got up to 700, over 700 last time we had it. Just now it's just a little bit limited. So normally, I think under normal circumstances, we'd have, same number.
So there was a cutoff, or
Yeah, the principals and the campuses, they just,
Yeah.
they wanted to keep it a little bit limited just because of the space that they're allowing us. So yeah, there's there's a waiting list, and obviously as soon as they tell us, hey, you can allow 10 more, 20 more, we will.
yeah, and the thing is, we need to remember that this is the population that these kids don't.
Yeah.
There's no vaccine for them,
Yeah.
so better safe than sorry. Thanks, sir.
Hello, my name is Lily Martinez and I'm the urban ecologist. So basically what I've been starting on for this fall is just assisting public works with their butterfly garden, just like maintenance and general care. I know they had a little issue where they kind of brought in a contractor and they kind of killed off all the plants. So finally they've all been replaced by the contractors and it's looking good out there. I've also been working on getting crepe myrtles for our new parking lot right across 83. So we're still working on that. A few details also on our part, like how many trees and stuff like that. So I also had a little collaboration with the library, which is like something I do all the time. Like whenever they ask for my help, I'll like do little short videos for them and stuff like that, just to educate the kids. But I've also been at the Nature and Breeding Center, just taking care of the plants that we put out there too. A couple bushes and trees. There's about 100 of them that we planted not too long ago, and we've had a good success out there, like very low death rate of the plants. So it's looking good out there. So if you guys ever want to go out there and like look at
Where's the location of that?
the birding center. So if you go down on South on Cage and then you turn left on Sam Houston, you'll turn on Richmond on your right, and it's all the way down. So 1025 South Richmond.
It's right, I guess, southeast of the Vanguard campus.
You kind of go through a neighborhood, don't you?
Yes, you got to go through Richmond, which is a residential road.
What kind of trees have you been planting there?
So most of them are all natives, since it was granted by Texas Parks and Wildlife. They have to be native. So a lot of them are like Texas persimmons, ebonies, depawajes, and stuff.
No fruit trees.
No pecan
Well,
trees.
they're for the birds. I mean, we can eat some of them, but I wouldn't recommend eating most of them.
I was just thinking for the homeless.
We have a guamuchil out there, and that one, the meat of the fruit is really, really good. It's almost like coconut. So
I'll take your word for it.
I can show you where it is out there. We have a few of them out there. So those are the edible ones. Those are the ones that I would recommend.
Yeah.
But I've also been working on the Arbor Day tree giveaway, and officially for the state of Texas, that's on November 5th. So that's when I plan to do the little tree giveaway. And this is also in collaboration with Public Works. So we've got little gift bags for whoever shows up. So if you're interested, maybe I'll get a few gomuchita trees. I've also been working on the Mayor's Monarch Pledge and the Arbor Day Pledge just to make sure that we've fulfilled those action items. And my program is the guided trail walks, which I've been doing since the summer. Actually, probably since before summer, maybe around spring. And not too many people. I did have a group just this past Tuesday, but it's still going on. I will have to kind of stop it for a moment just because I guess Abel will tell you about it in a little bit, but there's going to be an event there from what is it, mid-September to uh, first week of November. So it'll be closed to the public just for that event, the Troll of Terror. But yeah, I have gotten some people ask or show interest in this program, but not too much.
You guys have like a little stage or little
Yeah, we have an amphitheater out at the
amphitheater there? You have shows there?
I don't do shows, but there have been, I guess, presentations or events there.
Yeah,
using the
Vanguard does a
amphitheater.
lot of their
They do, like,
guard rallies or something. I think it's the guard route. They do a lot of them there. It's like every other Friday. The Pharr Community Theater, they have a couple of plays coming up. They do plays out there as well in the evenings. So yeah, it gets used. Any random night you go out there, you'll see people doing yoga and kickboxing and stuff like
You
that.
rent it?
No, it's public. It's first come,
You can
first
just
served.
show up
Yeah.
and do your
mhm,
thing there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but the Pharr Community Theater kind of, they block off dates and then we kind of try to, promote that we're gonna have a play out there. Vanguard does have their stuff during school hours, so theirs are really early in the morning, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So it is
So
getting
who does it
used.
belong to, Vanguard or to the city?
Both. Yeah, it's both. It's a Pharr Vanguard Academy Nature Center. So we have an interlocal for that park with them.
The butterfly garden is the same place? Or is that,
The first bullet?
yeah, the butterfly garden that you
No,
mentioned?
no, the Public Works garden is in front of Public Works. But we
Okay.
do have like small gardens in front, right in
Okay.
front of the parking lot, between the amphitheater and the parking lot.
Okay.
I have so in our church, every spring and the fall, we do a big serve day initiative. And I don't know if this can be helpful to anybody, but we'll take on different projects in the community, whether that's planting trees or cleaning up a house or cleaning up a park. So our day's coming up next month in October. I think it's either October 16th or 17th. So if you guys have anything going on or you need some help, some volunteers, let me know. But we were looking at either the 16th or the 23rd of October. They're Saturdays, but if you guys have something going on and need some help, whether it's whatever it is, cleaning up, painting, let me know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Any more questions? Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we have a Halloween event coming up, Pastor Rudy. So if they want to,
You want me to come pray at the event? Is that what you want?
We may need some help, but Abel's going to talk about some.
I'm Abel. I'm the after-school program coordinator. Aside from the after-school program, we have been staying busy all summer, mainly in the weekends. We host our very popular Movies at the Park events. We hosted 4 of them, most of them being at Downtown Park because we noticed that was a pretty good hotspot for people to actually go to the food trucks, and then while they're at the food trucks, they walk on by to our amphitheater side, and we have the screen there, and we're showing a free movie so they can just go and watch. So that was a pretty good hit. And then on top of that, we did our, which is also a popular event, our Flick and Float, which is actually Movies at the Park, but at the Aquatic Center in paired with Adam here. So we close off the pool, the surrounding areas, and we leave the center leisure pool area open, and we bust out a bunch of floaties and stuff like that, and all the kids kind of hang around the floats and they watch water related movies, stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool event that we've been kind of doing for these past couple of years. So that was that was June, July, and August is when we had the Flick and Float movie events. And then to finish off our last day at the pool that was going to be open to the public, we had a Splash-a-Palooza. It's our first big event that we actually threw there at the pool. We had a live band playing all day. We had giveaways. We had competitions like kayak races, water balloon fights, hula hoop dances, and stuff like that. It was a free event, so it was free to enter. Um, we give away free T-shirts with Splashpalooza logos on them, and we had a little bit over 300 people attend to that event. It was like a big party, so a lot of the kids and stuff like that really enjoyed that. So that's something that we hope to make a staple for the aquatic center every year. You know, and then of course we ended the movie with the flick and float event, which is free. Um, we give away glow sticks and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool event. So hopefully next year you guys can come out there and check it out. It's pretty cool. So there's some of the photos I can try squeezing in there. So we have the band there, the kids playing the water balloon fight, all the kids hanging around the pool, and then that's how our flick and float movie screen is set up there. So that's awesome.
Nice.
Really quick, we have a upcoming this Saturday. We have a Hubphest Carshow that I'm actually trying to improve on. So we have it's going to be a morning show from 8 to 12. We have classes. We have classic car, modern car, bikes, you know, stuff like that. We also have a best overall vehicle. I am looking for judges, so if you guys are interested in judging some of the cars that are going to be out there, we have a little bit over 40 cars registered already. You guys are more than welcome to come on by. We're going to start judging at 10:30 a.m. and it shouldn't last more than 30 minutes to judge all the vehicles, and then we can announce the winners, and it'd be pretty cool for you guys to go out there and check that out too. So that's this Saturday. Our next major event, which Lily kind of touched bases on, is our Trollatary event, and that will be pretty much all throughout October. If you're not familiar with our Trollatary event, this is the second year we do it, and it was a big hit last year. We had a little bit over 1,000 attendees actually go to the event. It was a week long last year, but this year we are going to do it every weekend in October, and we're going to include that last week as well. So we are expecting a little bit over 5,000 attendees to attend the event throughout the whole month. Again, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically a haunted trail. The people jump, it's a group of 6 jump on a trailer, right? And they actually drive on the nature trail. They're at the Vanguard Birding Center. They drive on the trail, and then we have props and actors and stuff like that throughout the trail, jump on the trailer, scare the attendees and stuff like that. And then they actually drive into the forest part of it, and it's all decorated and lit, and we have clowns, zombies, you name it. We'll have it out there. But this year we're going to try doing it a lot bigger and a lot better than last year. So if you guys are interested, we haven't announced a pickup date for the tickets, but if you guys are interested and want to attend it, let me know, and we'll definitely give you guys some tickets for that event.
You had 1,000?
1,000 last year. We're expecting a little bit over 5,000 this
That's
year.
good.
And this is at that.
This is at the
right
Nature
there?
Burning Center, yeah.
That's
So,
like huge lines, right?
well, it's going to be a ticketed event. So the way we're going to do it is basically, if you were to go to movies, a movie theater, you know, if you select a time, you know, you're going to go at 5:30, you're going to go at 6:30, you know, here. So the attendees do actually have an option. So they wouldn't actually show up like at 6 and have to wait in line. So if they pick up a ticket for 8 o'clock, they can show up directly at 8 o'clock, and they should be
How
good
many
to go.
trailers do you have?
We have 3 trailers that we ride around in the trail. So we're able to do around 60 trips amongst those 3 trailers. So we have per day.
How long each ride?
Each ride is about 8-9 minutes long that the people sit on the trailer for. Mhm. And there's just some quick photos from last year from the event. So, you guys have any questions?
Nice.
Thank you.
I don't know what's next on the agenda, but if you guys have any last questions about any of the stuff, we'll have some
I
different
have
info
one
for y'all
question.
next month.
Wait, I do have a question. Football. Is there a snack bar at that place? I mean, I know there's are we gonna be selling snacks and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, I mean, just, we try to do concession everywhere. We do have our youth games for football and baseball and stuff. So that place does have a concession, even though the inside is not completely done. We'll still give them the option, and we had some areas outside too as well that we can sell out there rather than have it go all the way inside the facility and then come back outside. So yeah, we try to do concession with every sport that we can.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to maybe minimize the menu, right? We'll do your sealed stuff, the candies and corn nuts and chips and stuff like that, just to avoid the hot dogs and cheese and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll try to keep it to the just because of what's going on right now.
No, that was it.
Any other comments, board members? Okay, item 3, adjournment. Have a motion?
I second it.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.